We have more details about how to book a trip on Disney's Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, opening March 1st, 2022. And boy, does Disney put the hype in hyperspace. I'm breaking down everything we know about how this vacation works, what it costs, and how to prepare for the voyage to a galaxy far, far away. Just kidding. It's Florida. It's not space. It's inside a building in Florida. Okay, so if you're watching, I assume you are ready to spend a ton of money on a fantasy vacation where you get to swing around lightsabers, or maybe you just came to see what the Star Wars nerds are getting so worked up about. Either way, welcome. This is an explainer of all things Galactic Starcruiser, which is the name of the live-action role-playing experience known by many as the Star Wars Hotel. So this is a 2-day, 2-night immersive theater experience that can be described as sort of like living out a video game. You decide how involved you want to be with the character actors and events unfolding around you, and your choices can spawn more actions along the way. Will you choose to help the Resistance? Are you spying for the First Order and doing what they tell you to do? Or are you just watching all this cosplay nonsense at a distance from the bar as you drink all the space cocktails? Yes, all of this is possible. It's designed to work like a cruise vacation, where you pay one lump sum that includes your room and meals and entertainment, and all of this is scheduled out during your stay. But even though it's designed like a cruise, you are not on a boat. You're in a building. Let's go over the location. Here is where it all takes place. There's a building located right next to Disney's Hollywood Studios theme park. But a park ticket does not get you access to this. It is a special hotel of sorts. Twitter user BioReconstruct shared these aerial photos taken of the complex that's mostly hidden from view of the public with trees and walls. It may look plain on the outside, but inside they create the illusion that you are being transported to board the Halcyon. That's the name of your Starcruiser vessel, which holds 100 guest rooms. The space cruise is run by an interplanetary travel group, the Chandrila Star Line. Yes, there's even a name for the fictional company running the ship that isn't actually a ship, because you can bet your sweet bantas that you're gonna get a backstory for everything. On the day of your trip, you will drive up with your primitive Earth Toyota Corolla and give the keys to a space valet in front of this building. You're going to enter something that will simulate a transport to get you on the pretend ship. Now, all the windows around you from here on out are big computer screens. The hallways, your cabin room, everything's going to show a view of space, because it would break the illusion if you looked outside and there was a Florida parking lot. It would also break the illusion if there was any screen glitch. So let's hope all the space windows on your journey are working perfectly. Now, there is some action that happens outside of the building. At some point, you leave the building to travel to the theme park for a bit, and you'll get there with a transport shuttle. Some may call this a space bus. They're gonna pick you up in a bus without windows and drive for like a total of 2 minutes to drop you directly into the themed Star Wars land from a special back entrance. So you don't see the normal ticket entrance stuff, as to not break the illusion that you are in a theme park with Mickey Mouse. The story is that you have traveled via lightspeed on a space cruise to go sightseeing on a remote planet called Batuu. It's located in the Outer Rim territories of the galaxy. But the planet Batuu is what they call the Star Wars land, the planet they designed for the theme park. So you're going on a short trip to the Disney theme park to do the rides with the normal theme park people around you, except you get special passes to skip the long ride lines. And then you go back on the ship later for dinner and entertainment. Are you getting the whole space cruise tourist thing now? I hope I didn't lose you, because I'm about to get so much more geeky on you, it's gonna be delicious. So let's get the hard part out of the way: how to get tickets to go. The first voyages for this vacation will depart March 1st, 2022, and general bookings will open up on October 28th, 2021. Now, there will be some folks who get to book extra early, like Disney Vacation Club members and Disney Pass holders and Disney Visa card members, but for everyone else, get ready to jump on that website on October 28th to grab a spot. Now, the price. A family of 4 can expect to pay somewhere around $6,000 to book the standard cabin room.
I'd almost buy our own ship for that.
It's a lot of credits. And there's also a plane ticket. Maybe they'll have a coupon day. Welcome to a new class of luxury vacation, immersive theater sleepovers. So the room does come with everything you need to survive, like a hairdryer. There's also a TV that gets Earth channels, so you can watch Star Wars while you Star Wars. Now that's just an example starting price for 3 adults and 1 kid, but the cost fluctuates depending on the size of your party and the size of your room. If it's only 2 adults, it could be closer to $5,000. Disney's prices also can be different depending on the day or the time of year you go. Everything is subject to change.
I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
Guests can upgrade to a Galaxy-class suite for more living room space, and if you have a large family gathering, the Grand Captain Suite sleeps 8. It has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a bar area. These upgraded rooms are said to have a few extra Star Wars surprises. And when you're paying that kind of money, I hope it comes with an actual trip to space. I'm just saying, because NASA's Kennedy Space Center is like right around the corner. You know, real space. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'm poor. Adult tickets do include 1 alcoholic beverage. Every bit helps. So how do you pack? Well, check-in starts at 1 p.m. and you come dressed however you want. Be the part you want to play. Maybe you dress like a pilot or a fancy pants socialite. Maybe you throw on the Jedi robes. And be sure to pack your face paint and body paint, because you could even go full Sith Lord. You live your dreams, baby. Oh yeah. Enough of that. And if you don't already have a cosplay wardrobe, there's going to be plenty of outfits you can purchase on board. You'll just justify the purchase to your spouse.
Yes, I am going to dinner dressed like this. Are you kidding? This is great fall fashion. You got the vest and you got this belt thing right here. This is trendy. You can't deny it. It's good taste. This is good taste.
Guests will be wearing wristbands. They may look like this. It is called a magic band, and it is the tech that helps Disney keep track of what activities you are doing in your stay. Over at the theme parks, they call it a magic band because it is your ticket, it is your room key, all in an RFID bracelet. But in the Starcruiser, they're going to call it a data band. And this is your data pad, because the space wizards will think you're strange if you start calling it an iPhone. The app on your data pad will have your schedule of events, and depending on what you do, maybe you'll get messages sent to your data pad about your interactions. Let's talk about the entertainment, because you are not really paying all that money for a room to sleep in. You're paying to live inside a 2-day-long Star Wars movie and be a Star Wars character and eat the Star Wars food and go to sleep and wake up in the Star Wars, all of which has never been done before. In interviews, Disney's team has teased some story elements. You may be asked to smuggle a person on board that ends up being a big character later, or you may need to sneak some cargo on the ship. There are these different story events scattered throughout your time. Some characters you encounter will be unique, and some you will definitely know, like this guy. At some point in the journey, you may come across Kylo Ren and Rey, and this Rey has something pretty special, a lifelike lightsaber that actually extends out. It was invented by Disney's engineers, so you can expect some great special effects to be on board. Speaking of which, you can have some fun with lightsaber training, where you actually wield your own lightsaber to deflect blaster fire, but you have to be at least 7 years old to participate. But my kids are not old enough yet, but I still want to do it. Does that make me a horrible mom? Sweet baby Yoda, what do I do? You can also get training on the bridge to know how all the laser guns work, because I'm sure nothing bad will happen on a ship where you're trained on how the guns work on your first day. Pew pew. And I hope you like blue food, because there's blue shrimp, there's blue milk, and a lot of various alien-looking cuisine. The food's gonna be its own experience, and dinner comes with entertainment, as whatever happens here is also part of the story and show. Some guests can pay extra to sit and eat with the captain, who is also blue. She's a Pantorian. The morning of your second day is when you head off to the theme park with special times to ride the 2 main attractions and have lunch in the land. The storyline of your space cruise is connected with the story that's going on in the rides and the characters walking around the theme park. Now on the ride Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, the cargo you secure may have more meaning later. And the best attraction is Rise of the Resistance. It uses 4 different ride systems and all kinds of mixed special effects as you are on the run from Kylo Ren trying to help the Resistance. So I can't help but wonder what's going to happen on the space cruise at night if we're going to see Rey and Kylo again. And Disney says there are story moments for your cruise that are going to take place during your day in the theme park. So is that something any theme park guests can see happen, or will it be a secret that only you can unlock with your data pad or data band? The second night's dinner is where everything starts coming together. There's a grand finale where everything you've done is going to come to life in a big action moment. And then you go to sleep, and the next morning you get breakfast and you're kicked out early in the morning back to your home planet, just like a normal cruise. To prepare for a trip like this, I recommend going full nerd and learning the lingo and backstory. For starters, try brushing up on your sabacc. This is the high-stakes card game of skill and chance that led to Han Solo winning the Falcon from Lando Calrissian. I've played it. It's a pretty simple card game. You just have to memorize what some symbols are, like this is 7, this is 8, there's some adding involved. Yeah, there's different colors. I think this is like a 9. Yeah, it's 9. Oh, this one's 10. See, you can get it. Just some numbers as symbols. You get it. It also has dice. It's cute. And if you don't choose to learn it before you go, there will be lessons and competitions when you get to the Starcruiser. You can also dive really deep into the backstory of the land with comics and novels about Batuu and Galaxy's Edge. I don't even own all the books. There are a lot to explore. They even have cookbooks. If you're into VR, there are Oculus Quest VR games that take place in the planet Batuu to get you in the spirit. But there's one thing that has me crazy to go. It's my 5-year-old daughter. Because the most magical thing would be to have her walk on and see all of this come to life. Sorry, I'm getting emotional because I think about how much it'll just mean to her that these fantasies that we're watching on TV together can really be there. That's why you want to go and do this, to see it come to life for the kids. I mean, sure, I'll have fun too, but that's the sweet spot, you know? Especially after everything we've all been through these past couple of years. Who doesn't want to escape to another galaxy and have an adventure in space? And the fact that they can pull this off with tech and make it all realistic, that's the good stuff, you know? I also have a 2-year-old son, and I think whenever we get to go to this thing, what will it do to a really young mind when they're just walking around for 2 days straight going, yeah, Star Wars is real, it's in front of me, it's real. What do you mean? It's in the movies. This is wild. This is wild to think about. And it's also wild that I'm gonna go poor, because this is why I'm gonna spend all my money probably. Yeah, I know Yoda says adventure and excitement a Jedi craves not these things. Well, Yoda ain't in this story, all right? Sorry, Yoda. I have spent a lot of time at Disney theme parks, and I've been on their actual in the ocean cruise, but a multi-day role-playing vacation just isn't something that has been done before. So how will people be comparing this to a typical vacation, and will there be disappointments because of expectations? For example, there's no swimming pool at this space hotel. I mean, maybe it's for the best. You don't want people getting their alien body paint in the pool. Not everyone will have the same experience. So will actors just be jumping out at you randomly, or how are they going to evolve this over time? So yes, there are still many questions left to be answered. I hope you can see different species just chilling out at the bar at random times. I want strange languages being spoken around me as I walk through the hallway, and I want to see droids just rolling about. I want to smell the scum and villainy. Well, maybe not really. But what Disney can do really well is put fine attention to detail to make sure everything feels authentic to stay on theme. If this Starcruiser is out of your price range now, and it's left you feeling like you're turning to the dark side, I get it. But let me offer you this. I can see a bright side to what is happening here. That demand can bring more options for this kind of new creative entertainment that us geeks will delight in. So bring on more dinner theater shows. Put them in the parks, put them in the hotels. Maybe eventually this trend can spread to your neighborhood. Let this be the start of Disney having more characters, more actors just walking around Galaxy's Edge. And when you're buying that overpriced Coke that's shaped like a thermal detonator, yes, I took one home, maybe a random battle will go down behind you and suddenly you're part of the story as someone hands you a blaster. There's going to be this hunger for more of this immersive entertainment, something beyond streaming video at home and putting on a VR headset, at least for people who like that kind of interaction. It's just going to be harder to pull this off in really crowded areas. So where else can we sprinkle in this style of entertainment if it succeeds? And will it always have to be a paid add-on to your trip? The rise of geek culture and cool tech has come together and let us hear a way to make movies come to life. I can't wait to see what Disney's going to pull off with the Starcruiser. Hit me up with your biggest questions in the comments, and I'll be jumping in to answer as best I can. And for those of you trying to get tickets, may the Force be with you. And your wallet.